All right, well, good. It's morning for me because I'm still on American time, so I'm getting up very late. But otherwise, good afternoon, because that is what it really is. I'm going to talk to you guys about setting up your tests on voice search. It's a little bit about me. I'm Purna. I'm the Senior Training Manager at Bing, and I'm based out of Philadelphia. I have 2 confessions to make today. Please don't hate me after this. The first one, I really, really love pineapple on my pizza. I know, it's like blasphemy. I'm not supposed to say that. John Paul is horrified. And I like to order cappuccino after lunch, which is like, oh, no. Also, I didn't learn how to cook until I was like 21. I was at university, and I just could not eat like spaghetti and sauce from the jar like every day. So I'm like, no, I have to learn how to cook. So how I learned how to cook was by following these step-by-step recipes. Have you ever seen any recipe like that, which is like, it's all the photos of everything you have to do? So,
sorry, Purna.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Sure? Awesome. So I decided to follow the step-by-step recipe format and share with you my step-by-step guide to voice search in a picture format for you as well. So we're going to cover some of the things that we know already, some of the latest stats, and then I'll go into my 5-step process. If you have any questions anytime, just ask them while I'm talking. It's no problem. Now, since last year, we've seen this humongous rise in devices that are voice controlled now. My TV remote control at home is voice controlled. So I don't even have to type BBC. I just say, like, go to BBC. So lazy, right? Also, we have our cars now. Did you watch the announcements from CES back in January, that show, Consumer Electronics show in Vegas? Cortana and Microsoft have partnered with Nissan and BMW to embed these smart assistants in the car itself. So if you're driving around and your car will tell you that, hey, Purna, it's time for your service for your car. So you have an appointment free on Wednesday morning and Thursday morning. Shall I book it for either of them? Now that's pretty cool. And it's making our life easier in lots of different ways. But the main reason why all these different devices are getting voice search is because of how much more efficient voice is than typing. And it's easier to show you with an example. So we're just doing a speed challenge. There's no sound, but that's totally okay. Yeah, to see that? It makes such a big difference when you talk over something than when you type. And we see this. So in the US, we looked at some of Cortana's own data, because Cortana is owned by Microsoft, and we looked at how the different age ranges are adopting her. And we found that the use was very consistent across the different ages. If I was talking to you at this time last year, I would have said it's really just the millennials and like the 26 and younger who are using it, but not so much anymore. If we see even 35 plus are actively involved in it. This is what's really interesting on this slide. You see this column from eMarketer? That is eMarketer's research on people who own a smartphone. So you can see how closely the numbers match. Like, it's so parallel. So we can probably take away from this slide that if you have a smartphone, you're more likely to use your personal assistant that's embedded in it. About 65% of people in the US are using their personal assistant. We don't have numbers for the rest of the world just yet, sadly. But then we try to look at how people are using it. How many of you here use a personal assistant like Siri or Cortana? Oh, a lot of you. What do you use it for? Simple questions. What about you at the back? Navigation, this side? Music selection, that's really popular. Anyone else? Train times, exactly. At that